This is Karen at Lickety Stitch Quilts in Lusk, Wyoming. I have a few things I wanted to show you today. Some tips about cutting and a couple of products that we want everybody to know about because they've really been good for us in the shop and for our customers. The first one is the Quilters Select products, and one of them is the Quilters Select Cutter. It is really revolutionary in, first of all, in how you change the blade. I'm just going to show you. We really like the replacement blades. They last a long time. That's saying something for us here in the store because we use them so much. When they come, they're kind of coated with oil. So I'm just going to wipe it off with a Kleenex. Take the old one off. The center of the blade is magnetized so that it won't just fall off. And that's the old one, so I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to put the new one on. And again, the magnet will cling to it. It's got a flat spot on that, I don't know what you call it, the center thing. It just fits into there. I push the button, and that's how easy it is to change the blade. So we've got a new blade on there. Of course, you want to take care of the old blade in a way that it won't cut anybody. So I like these little cases that actually encase the old blade so no one will get cut, and then I can just throw that away. Then the second thing I wanted to talk to you about today is how to cut straight cuts. The Quilters Select mats are light on one side, and then if I could, I would flip it over. I guess I'll go like this and you can kind of see they're dark on the other side. The advantage of that is you can cut dark things on the light side. Then if you want to flip it over and cut light fabrics on the dark side, it helps you to be able to see the lines. The lines are really very, very fine on this mat, so that you don't have to wonder which side of the line am I going to line my ruler up to, because they're fine enough that you can line it right up on the line. The mats are marked from 1 to 36 that direction, and then you can see that the markings come back the other way in a light colored box, so you can measure both directions. We actually have a couple little extra marks written on here that show us the measurements, like 7/8, 3/4, those measurements. So that's the mat, and it's also extra thick. It's as thick as any mat or thicker, and is very, very durable. Today I need to cut this fabric for a customer, so I wanted to show you a little trick I have for cutting straight. First of all, line your fabric up, either the selvage edge or the fold, with a line on your mat. And today I made a little snip here where I need to cut this fabric. So it's at the 19. So what I do is I put my thumbnail right there, bump my ruler up against there, and then I'm looking at the other end and setting it at the 19. Otherwise, sometimes if you don't put your thumbnail here, you've got it at the right spot here. By the time you get it at the right spot there, it's moved down here. But if you put your thumbnail there, line it up there, it will always be, the first time you set it down, it will be at the right spot. You'll notice that I'm using the Gypsy Gripper, which is a handle that we hook onto our 6x24 ruler that gives us a much better grip on the ruler, so it's not moving when we get out here to the end, and we're not doing this and having to do the creep along with your hand thing. It puts equal pressure along the whole ruler. To open the Quilters Select Cutter, I just press the button, and then I start, and when I push down, the blade comes down. So I'm going to start a little bit off the fabric, holding my blade exactly 90 degrees to the fabric. Just run it along there. You can see how easy that works. Then to close the blade cover on the Quilters Select, I just tap it like that, and it's closed. This cutter works for either left-handed or right-handed people. If you were left-handed, you just click it with your left hand and do it that direction. The advantage of the Quilters Select rulers are they have this coating on the back. It's almost invisible. You can't really see it, but if you feel it, you can see that it does keep, it's a non-slip coating. And I'm going to show you with, this is one of the square up rulers, how, just use this piece of fabric. If you have a regular ruler that doesn't have any of the coating, it slides around like this. And I'm pushing down hard and it's still really slipping. With the Quilter Select, which is, I'm turning the non-skid slide down, it will not slip. It just is very, very stable. And I'm pushing hard, trying to like scoot it off, and it will not slip as long as it's on the Quilter Select side. These have, again, the markings that go from 1 to 8, one direction, 1 to 8 the other direction. And this is an 8.5 ruler, so it does have the 1/2 inch on this side. So I want to show you a really nice advantage to these rulers, and that is when you're squaring up. So I'm going to cut that direction and that direction, and then you don't have to reposition your fabric. You just turn the fabric as long as it's on this Quilter Select mat, which has got kind of a smooth surface. Your fabric will just turn along with your ruler. So you can just do like that, and your fabric is squared up. It's none of this having to reposition it and turn it and reposition it. You don't need a Lazy Susan type board. It just is so nice, and we have the square ups in a lot of different sizes.